So here's the headline. Republican senator from Arkansas takes on Satanic Temple in war over Ten Commandments display. Uh, so much for I don't like what you believe, but I'll fight to the death to defend your right to believe it or say it. We get a lot of lies from the right, and it's funny because in a lot of ways, I see merit in a free speech, but the right only has something to say about it when it's their opinion. Um, if it's against the right, then they just no, destroy it, take it down, get rid of it. Because the truth is that the right is just self-interested. It actually has no interest in serving people as a whole. It doesn't care. Um, Whereas I'm always on the side of free speech, and that goes for, um, you know, taking Jordan Peterson's side for the most part, and um, all of Alex Jones. I even name myself. We are all Alex Jones, taking his side, because I don't care if it's right or left politics. I just care about free speech. But what do we actually have on the right? Well, on the left we have fascism, and on the right we have corporate fascism, and that's why it's senseless to choose either. But to get right into the story, um, Arkansas has put up a 8.5-foot bronze Baphomet statue of this guy, as you can see. There's some kids kind of. It's got a big pentagram, a goat head. It's the wings. It's the Baphomet. And this was done in response to uh, the Ten Commandments unconstitutionally being left on the lawn of a courthouse. And when asked to remove it, they said, "Well, we have freedom of religion, so yeah." So the Satanists said, "Fine, then we're going to put a Baphomet statue here, and you have to accept it." And of course, they thought that the Satanists were just bluffing. You're not gonna make uh, a giant Baphomet statue and put it on the lawn. Well, here it is. Okay, so you wanted us to put in the work. There it is, and this is what you get. Uh, and I mean, there's a good number of good Christians who are actually American. Um, they care about free speech and they care about freedom. But there's a huge number of toxic Christians who absolutely care nothing about America. They care nothing about uh, free speech. They care nothing about anything unless it suits their agenda, and they're just bad Americans, basically. And they're the kind of people who think that this should be terrorized, that this should be taken down no matter what, no matter whose rights it stomps on. And I'm actually, I'm going to point out just how stupid that is. Because if you, at the moment that you decide that terrorism is a viable alternative to letting a Baphomet statue exist where there's a Ten Commandments statue, uh, you invite total chaos. You invite all the hells uh, of government to rain down upon you, and you will be free from protection because you demanded that those protections be taken away. And uh, you know the the thing about it is that you don't know you don't know just how big your guns are until you find out how small they are. And so it's not really it's nothing good. You're not going to find any circumstance where you you think basically meddling in other people's business is actually going to work out for you. When you meddle in other people's business, you create a problem for yourself. And here's the thing: if you believe that you're a Christian and you're an American and you want to be a good Christian and worship your God and such, you're welcome to do it. That's America. You can go and do that. But the moment that you say that other people aren't allowed to have their own religion, you're basically insisting that everyone join your cult, and you can get all kinds of problems from that. Um, for one, you're actually committing an act of treason because you're saying that the freedom of religion should not be respected for anyone but Christians, and so that's treasonous. You're shitting on the Constitution, um, and the Constitution is what gives you that those rights to have guns, etc. So yeah, be careful what pieces of paper you wipe your ass with, because the the liberties you have might be taken away. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video and show my support for the Baphomet up in Arkansas. I hope that the Church of Satan continues to be successful and share its message with the people. It's a beautiful statue. I absolutely adore it, and um, I wish all the fortune. I, if you want, we can go down and read a little bit. When the Satanic Temple wheeled out a giant Baphomet statue in Little Rock, Arkansas, this week, all hell broke loose, figuratively speaking. The temple drove the 8.5-foot bronze statue to Arkansas to protest the reposting of the Ten Commandments outside the state capitol building. Their argument: if the Ten Commandments can have a spot, so can they. A Baphomet is a depiction of Satan with wings and a large horned goat's head. Arkansas Senator Jason Rappert, a Republican, is credited with getting the Ten Commandments monument put back on the state capitol grounds. The first monument was destroyed by a man who deliberately rammed into it with his car to avoid a similar attack. The new version is surrounded by 4 security bollards. The senator called the satanic group fake and profane. The Satanic Temple is actually nothing more than a group of pranksters who go around to take advantage of gullible people around the county or country trying to raise funds and promote the profane, Raper said. He also alleged that people in the group use fake names. Under the First Amendment, everyone has a right to free speech, and we respect that, Rappert said. He added that people also have the right to tell the Satanists, we disagree with your profane statements and your false claims against the people of Arkansas and the attack, really the war on the Ten Commandments. Regarding its right to display Baphomet, the Satanic Temple made the same argument in 2015, but backed away after the Oklahoma Supreme Court ordered the removal of a display of the Ten Commandments at the state's capitol grounds. Also, in 2015, group carted the statue to Detroit, Michigan, where it also caused an uproar. The group claims its statue is not evil, but it is a symbol of the beliefs about the separation of church and state. What did media... Yeah, let's look at the comments, eh? Oh wow, maybe there's a video. Did you hear that demon screeching at the very last second? Okay. Article that was promoted by the Satanic Temple's Twitter page. It will be a very cold day in hell before we are ever forced to put up a permanent monument on the state capitol grounds that's as offensive as this group that hides behind fake names as they travel the country. Rapper, you're an asshole. He's basically just a Christian supremacist who thinks that uh, his religion is the only religion that matters, and that he should basically that his religion should have superior rights over everyone else's. What a fucking asshole. Lucian Greaves, a co-founder and spokesperson of the Satanic Temple, refuted Rappert's statements. What the senator fails to mention is that on the same day the Supreme Court decision was handed down, the court ruled against two standalone Ten Commandments monuments, Greaves said. They only preserved the one in Austin on the grounds that it was a 40-year-old landmark, and importantly, that it was displayed a number of other monuments with no evidence of viewpoint discrimination. So yeah, basically, you know, this entire thing is all um, it's all perpetrated in the name of fairness, and really, if with anyone to anyone with a brain, you understand that this is justice to have this Baphomet here. Um, to anyone who's woefully brainwashed by dogmatic nonsense, then you think that this is evil. Um, the the point that I actually wanted to make with this video is less to do with all of this and more to do with the fact that the hypocrisy. They think this statue is evil. You people are in a cult of animal sacrifice. You demand that a red carpet of blood, death, murder, exploitation, rape be laid out before you at every meal because you have to eat meat. And so when I see evil, I don't think of a fucking statue in front of a courthouse. There's nothing evil about this statue. It's just, at worst, it's a chunk of stone. And what's really evil is the demand for lifetime imprisonment of 100 billion animals every year, followed by their execution, their exploitation, and yeah. So um, the real evil is in your court, and um, the hypocrisy is incredible. I mean, how fucking stupid do you have to be to call this evil when you're just killing tons of animals, just drinking blood and eating flesh? You guys are fucking monsters. This statue is nothing compared to how evil you people are. So, um, and you don't care, you know. I mean, the carnivores. I mean, this is namely I'm talking about carnivores more than anyone, um, because you choose to subsist solely on products of exploitation uh, and harm, and you refuse you're not even trying at this point to be anything but harmful and exploitative when it comes to uh, one area in your life, which, you know, for eating. So I can't respect any claims of evil uh, in this. As long as you people are a cult of animal sacrifice, they, I will never be able to understand why you think this is evil ever.